Hello, this is Pastor Bob at MarriageHelp.com. You may be going through a very dark time. You may be facing a lot of stressful circumstances in your marriage and wondering how in the world you're ever going to come out of this thing with a stronger marriage than you went in. It looks like things are in a almost impossible situation. I want to remind you that there's always hope. There are, in my experience, no hopeless situations. There are marriages that end and end painfully. There are situations that aren't resolved for sometimes a very, very long time. But the only time when it becomes hopeless is when one or the other of those marriage partners decides to stop working, turns their back, and disappears. I want you to understand, if you are in a marriage and you're going through a very difficult time, I want to talk to you about hope. It's difficult, if not impossible, to feel the same kind of love that you had at the beginning, when everything was robust and happy and you were looking forward to great things. You're going to feel differently when you go through a difficult spot and you're facing uncertainty and you're not really very clear about how it's all going to work out. But don't lose hope, because hope is one of the building blocks of love. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 13, when you read the very important story there about what it means to really have God's kind of love, it says love always protects. Love always trusts. Love always hopes. And it always perseveres. Now, among those four things, those elements that make up love, and there are more than that, but those are the four in that one verse, you'll find that trusting and hoping and holding on even in difficult times, that's what perseverance means, are the elements to make love happen. It's not something that is easy to do. It's not something that's automatic. It takes a commitment. And a commitment is something that happens from the will. Emotions come and go. We're going to be happy one minute and we can be crying in terror the next. Emotions come and go. Hope is something more than just an emotion. It's just more than a simple thought. It's a commitment of will. And we look at it and we say, I'm going to believe in you. I'm going to believe in the fact that you're going to do the right things. You're going to learn the lessons and you're going to come out of this thing stronger than what we went in. Hope is a building block for the future that not only is essential to your well-being, but to the well-being of your marriage partner as well. When that marriage partner begins to question whether you are protecting them, whether you trust them, whether you are hopeful for them, they are going to question whether or not they are loved. Remember the fact that love cannot be accepted, cannot exist without the element of hope inside of it. Sometimes the only place you can find hope is when you partner with someone who's been through something similar, who's seen the results of endurance, trusting, believing in the other person, hoping for the best, making sure that you're doing what you need to do to set the marriage on the right course, and borrow some of their hope. One of the things that happens in marriage counseling is we partner together with other couples so that people who've been through things can help and encourage, can share some of the hope with those who are right now don't see how it's ever going to work out very well. Hope is essential to your future. Don't give up. God's kind of love always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. And it always endures. That's the kind of love, that's the kind of encouragement I want you to have as you face some very difficult days. And if you have gone through it and you've seen how God can work it out and build a stronger relationship, you're going to be one of the ones we want to share with those who are going through big problems right now. At marriagehelp.com, we want you to be able to look at the future with hope, with confidence, but most of all with faith, that through it all we're going to be able to see life in all of its abundance come again. Thank you.